The hangar smells like jet fuel and sweat. A contractor with a crew cut slides a packet across a folding table. NDAs, a liability waiver, a one-way flight itinerary to Kuwait. Your hands look the same as they did in the locker room. Only the stakes have changed. This is your life, level by level, inside a private military corporation. The recruit, turning fitness into ferocity. You trade stadium lights for fluorescent bulbs and a gravel yard behind a prefab gym. The day starts before sunrise with a weigh-in, then a timed 3-mile run in boots, not trainers. Your issued kit comes in a duffel plate carrier, Kevlar helmet, eye-pro, a rifle you're told to treat like a passport. Ex-infantry guys watch you like they're scouting, athletes stretch silently, and nobody asks what you used to be famous for. You learn the corporate chain of command fast: operations manager, team leader, client representative. You learn the words faster: scope, liability, rules of use of force. You tell yourself it's just another camp. You tell yourself pain is familiar. You tell yourself discipline is transferable. Then the instructor fires live rounds over your head to teach stress inoculation, and your heart thumps like it's trying to escape your ribs. In sports, the whistle stops the play. Here, the silence means you missed something. Propaganda asset. Becoming the face of the unexpected soldier. They pull you off the range and into an air-conditioned office where the walls are covered in glossy photos. Contractors in wraparound sunglasses, armored SUVs, flags with corporate logos. A PR contractor powders your face like it's pregame. You sit under softbox lights and repeat clean lines about professional standards and protecting personnel, while a camera operator checks audio levels and tells you to do it again, slower. Your athletic resume becomes a product feature. You do a video call with potential recruits from a hotel conference room in Amman. You shake hands at a defense expo booth where business cards get exchanged like trading cards. You tell yourself it's harmless. You tell yourself it brings in better people. You tell yourself you're controlling the story. Then you see the edited clip, your smile over stock footage of tracer fire, and you realize the corporation can make any truth look like a highlight reel. You become proof that this life is glamorous, even when you know the glamour is just good lighting and selective cuts. The trainer, sculpting others into warriors. Now you're the one with the whistle, figuratively, because you don't actually blow one. You run circuits in a dusty lot. Sandbag carries, shuttle sprints, burpees in body armor until knees wobble. Your voice goes hoarse, calling cadence in English, then simpler commands for the Iraqi trainees: Yalla, stop, line. You keep a clipboard with names, times, and who quit at minute 12. You teach fundamentals like a coach: breathing, footwork, repetition. You show how to clear a room with a blue plastic training rifle before anyone touches live ammo. Some recruits thrive. Some freeze the first time a flashbang pops. You tell yourself you're building resilience. You tell yourself you're keeping them alive. You tell yourself they would learn from someone else if not you. But every improvement you carve into them feels permanent, like carving grooves into a record. You used to measure progress in seconds. Now you measure it in who comes back tomorrow and who doesn't. By now, you can sell the image and run the drills. The next step puts you in the vehicle, on the road, with a radio crackling and decisions that don't rewind. Field contractor. Your first real road rhythm. The armored SUV door seals with a heavy thud, like a vault closing. Your kit bites into your shoulders, plates, radio, tourniquet, rubber banded to your vest while the AC fights desert heat. You check your M4 the way you used to check your laces. 3 taps on the mag. A glance at the chamber. Your call sign gets repeated over the net from the chase vehicle. The day is routes and timing. Depart the compound at 0615. Hit Route Irish, then peel onto a service road by the canal. Eyes on overpasses, curb piles, dead animals that look wrong. You sit front right, scanning, counting seconds between intersections, watching hands in windows. You tell yourself it's just travel. You tell yourself you're just a passenger. You tell yourself the procedures keep you safe. But you also learn the math nobody advertises: escalation of force steps, the distance for hand signals, the exact moment you can legally unholster. You write incident notes at nighttime, grid, vehicle description, because a client's complaint can cost more than a bullet. You're paid to be invisible, and the road keeps trying to make you famous. Out here, the scoreboard is a stretch of asphalt, and the only stat that matters is whether the convoy stays intact. Team lead. Command in small spaces. A whiteboard in a shipping container office becomes your playbook. Names, call signs, shift times. You assign seats in vehicles the way you used to set lineups, because chemistry matters when the glass starts ringing. Your phone has 2 calendars now: client movement schedules and your own people's fatigue. Mornings start with a brief you run standing up. Map taped to plywood. Alternate routes highlighted. Medical plan, comms plan, contingency plan. You inspect weapons and optics, but you also inspect attitudes: who's shaky, who's overconfident, who's one bad email away from quitting mid-contract. You tell yourself leadership is just clarity. You tell yourself you can protect everyone with planning. You tell yourself authority is a tool, not a craving. The power is small but sharp. You approve overtime. You write performance notes. You decide whether a guy gets pulled from the rotation after a negligent discharge in the clearing barrel. You negotiate with the client representative when they demand an extra vehicle without paying for it. Every decision echoes in payroll, in morale, in risk. You don't hear cheers anymore, just radios and the thin, constant sound of responsibility tightening around your throat. The disillusioned veteran. You know too much to romanticize it. The gym is still there, but you're not chasing numbers. You move through the compound like you've memorized every crack in the concrete. The younger contractors ask you what it was like back when it was kinetic, and you answer with logistics, convoy spacing, comms discipline, why you never park next to a Jersey barrier. You drink coffee that tastes like burnt plastic and read incident reports like box scores. Your routines are superstition dressed as professionalism. Check your tourniquets, check your batteries, check your exits. You keep a notebook of small failures. A radio dead zone near the roundabout. A gate guard who sleeps at 0300. A client who refuses to wear iPro. You tell yourself the edge is experience. You tell yourself numbness is strength. You tell yourself you can stop anytime. What you carry now isn't just skill. It's pattern recognition that won't turn off. You flinch at mufflers backfiring outside a restaurant in Doha. You scan hands at baggage claim. You take contracts for the money, then spend the money on silence. In the end, the corporation doesn't own you, your habits do. Like shrapnel you can't see under the skin. No rank gives you an ending, only a different kind of repetition. You learn to run until your lungs burn, then to smile for the camera, then to teach, then to lead, then to live inside a constant scan for what's wrong. The paycheck clears, the flight home boards, and still, your eyes keep measuring exits, as if peace is just another route you don't fully trust.